Welcome to another edition of Interruptions. Today, my guest is one of the founding members in the major group of Bone Thugs and Harmony. He brought you songs like Thuggish Ruggish Bone, Bone Thugs, The Crossroad, First of the Month, I Tried, For the Love of Money, Days of Our Lives, and Thug Love. I'm talking no other than the dark skin, because you know, dark skin brothers got to stick together. So the dark
You already
skin
know.
brother of Bone Thugs and Harmony, Krayzie Bone. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right, man. I always got to shout out my dark skin brothers, man. You know they,
Yes,
j- they
indeed.
the light skin brothers don't know that they not in no more. They don't know.
You already know.
So I've watched several interviews that you've done. So I try to make sure we have a different conversation than that you had before. So
Okay.
my first question for you is: I know you guys had you're from Cleveland,
Yeah.
Ohio, and I know you guys had left Cleveland and went out to California to pursue your dreams. Uh, what was what was you guys' mentality like in order to take that jump to say, you know what, man, let's go out here to California, man. Let's see if we can make this thing happen. And what was y'all mental state at that time?
Well, man, we was we felt like we had came to we had went as far as we could go in Cleveland. As
Right.
far as the music scene in Cleveland would take us, we had become very well known in the city. You know what I'm saying? And throughout the state with our local projects that we released called Faces of Death. So um during that time, I went to prison, and then when I
Hmm.
came home, it was just like, yo, look, either we gonna do this now or this is gonna be our cycle, in and out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what's gonna happen. So we need to really get serious about this move. And then that's when we decided to, that's when we decided to like come to Los Angeles and just throw it all in the basket, man, for real.
That's I always found out when I heard interviews and you guys talked about doing that. I thought that was so dope, man, so amazing. Because a lot of people are scared to chase their dreams that far, to take it that
Yeah,
far. Some people are like, man, if I'm get discovered, I'm gonna get discovered here. But you guys took, and people don't realize that's actually what faith is: stepping out, and you
yeah,
don't even know what's gonna jump off. You don't even know what's
yeah.
gonna happen. So that was amazing. You guys did that. So once you guys got to California, and then you guys did some raps, for Easy over the phone, and then
Yeah.
you had to come back to Cleveland to meet him, face to face, and spit another rap for him. Once he gave you guys the green light, like, I'm gonna sign you guys, I'm gonna work with you guys, it's going down. What was that like for all of you guys, man? What were you guys feeling at that moment, man, when you knew, okay, man, this thing that we've been trying to do, this music, is about to jump off?
Well, man, the night we did the show in Cleveland and we met him,
Right.
um, after we met him backstage, he actually gave us the address to the hotel he was staying at, and he
Okay.
was like, y'all come to the hotel so we can, so we can chop it up. So on the
Hmm.
way to the hotel, we in the car flipping like, oh, he's like, man, we going up to Easy E Hotel. We about to tripping, man. We was like, we about to smoke some weed and we about to kick it. We about to kick it with Easy E. You know what I'm saying? We was hype, like
Right.
crazy hype. So we get there, we get to the hotel, and Easy E come out in the hallway, and he talking to us, and he asks us, he like, y'all smoke weed? We like, yeah. So he like, come in the room. So we go inside the room. It's him and BG Knockout and Gangster Dracer. They in the room. They in the room smoking.
Okay.
So we start smoking, and then like we start rapping for him, and like just like rapping all our music. And he was hearing it. He was like, yo, this is crazy. And then he was like, so when y'all want to leave? We like, man, we'll leave right now. We ain't got no luggage. We ain't got nothing. We can leave right now. Let's go. We'll leave with y'all. What's happening?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But he was like, He was like, yeah, so y'all hit me in the morning. You know what I'm saying? We arrange, for y'all to get, I arranged some bus tickets for y'all to get back to Cali and meet me in Cali. So I'm like, so man, we left there like the next day we left. We was telling everybody in the hood. I'm quite sure people didn't believe us. They thought we was
Right.
playing. You know what I'm saying? But we was telling everybody like, yo, we Easy E about to bring us back to Cali. But it wasn't registering to people. Man, it wasn't even registering to us at the time. You know what I'm saying? Until we Easy called us and he said he had the tickets at the Greyhound and he left us some money in the Western Union. And
Right.
man, at that point we knew it was on. That trip back to Cali was like we was just hyped the whole time, like for real.
Could you sleep that night, or did you sleep? When you knew, like you said, when he told to call me in the morning, and we get everything worked out. Were you able to like even go to sleep, man?
Bro, this is what this is what happened. Like we we stayed up and partied all night and woke up late and we looked at the that's when we had pagers
I
and we
remember
looked
them
at the pager.
days.
That's when we looked at the pager and we seen that he called us and we was like, oh, we missed the call. We panicked, man. We was like, oh my God. But we called him. He hit us right back and he was like, yeah, so I'm gonna get y'all tickets and we ready to move. So man, we was happy.
Oh man, that's dope, man. That's dope. You guys have worked with a lot of different artists, and this question here, I'm kind of want to know what was the difference in the studio or guy people work ethic, but what was the difference, or was there any difference when you guys went in the studio with Pac versus when you went, recording with Biggie? Is there
Yeah.
something, the difference on how they work, or what? Because you guys was blessed, to
Well,
do music with
yeah,
both.
well, I wasn't actually in the studio when Pac laid his verse,
Okay.
but from what I hear, he went in there just like real hyped. As soon as he that beat on, he was like, "That's the one," and he was like, went in there and just like knocked this verse out like, "Bam!" You know what I'm saying? Like, so I heard he was just in there hyped, just going like, you know what I'm saying? But we was in the studio with Big, like Big came in and Big just sat there and like listened. He sat there and like he just observed everything we did. You know what I'm saying? And he was like just sitting there watching, like, and then when we all got finished, he told Puff, he was like, man, I'm gonna take this beat home, man. I'm gonna take this beat home and vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Right.
then yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it was just Pop jumped right on it. Big sat down and studied it. You know what I'm
So okay, and it's funny that you say that. So that's probably why he picked up on you guys' flow at
saying?
cadence,
Exactly.
and then when he
Exactly.
got on, he had the same cadence that you guys had, which
Exactly.
which which made it unique. And then
Yeah.
and then when Pac got on, I tell you what was unique about what you guys with Pac as well is that I've never heard, loading the gun part of a track.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Definitely.
was, that was dope, man. That
Uh,
who produced that?
DJ Unique produced that.
DJ Unique. Okay, okay.
Yep.
That was dope. Um, do you believe the young rappers today that they study the game, the rap game, like you guys did? Because you guys was coming in, at a time where we all know, it started in New York, right? And then when you guys were coming in, the West Coast had already made their noise, and you guys were students of the game. Do you think that a lot of some of these young rappers, do you think they really take the time to see what came before them?
I'm quite sure some of them do, but but a lot of them don't. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why, because they need to understand, you know, that understanding music, period, understanding music and understanding the greats that came before you and what they done and how they changed music history. It's it's kind of important to an artist, to your longevity.
Right.
Because when you understand it and you watch what these artists done and how they
Hmm.
maintain through all the ups and downs and the trials and tribulations of their career, it helps you to prepare for yours. You know what I'm saying? And it, like it helps you to understand, like I said, longevity, man. Like, and that's and that's why I feel like a lot of these artists, they're gonna be here today and gone tomorrow. Because they don't understand the business, they don't understand music, and they don't respect the artists that came before them. There's no way you can have longevity if you don't respect what came before you. No way possible.
And that's why I appreciate. You know what, man? I ain't gonna lie. I thank God I'm the age that I am. I'm 49, be 50 in September, and to see when the game started, and then even when you guys came through, the beautiful part of it, originality. You guys brought something that we hadn't heard, hadn't been seen. It's like, hold on, man, what? Hold on. Not only the cadence is totally different, but then, as you know,
Yeah,
the harmonizing with it. But you guys are saying something at the same time. Like people don't
yeah,
understand that you just don't do that. Like you guys made
yeah,
sure that you guys was totally different than anything that had came out.
yes. All the way around. Well, the era
Hmm.
we was raised in, man, and the era that inspired us. It was that's the era we grew up on. Because when you think about, we came up off the Run DMCs, the LL Cool J, Big
Right.
Daddy Kane, and Houdini, and Stetson Sonic. And when you think about it, all those artists I just named, none
Don't
of them
sound the
sound
same.
alike. None of them sound nothing alike. Period.
Production, from the rap to the
Everything.
production. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody had their own style, everybody had their own cadence, everybody had their own sound. These days it's just repetitive carbon copies, one after the next, one after the next. They dress the same, they act the same, they look the same. It's just like,
And a lot of them
okay,
leave the game the same.
right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's like a revolving door. It's like who's
Yeah,
who? There's so many coming and going. I don't even, bro. It be some of these artists. They be on top, and I don't know who these people are. Like,
same here.
I've
Same
never
here.
heard of it in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I know hip hop. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's just like it's crazy. But it's just part of a whenever something becomes mainstream and
Hmm.
commercialized. You gotta expect to change it in it like that. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
It's like
What
every other genre now.
what was it like also? Because you guys, now when you guys work with this artist, I said, man, hold on, wait a minute. These guys are doing something totally different. And that's when you guys work with Phil Collins.
Yeah, man.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was that I like, oh, because that's a whole nother level. Because
Oh no.
he's not even in hip hop. So
Yeah.
what was that like in the process? How did you guys get to work with Phil Collins?
Well, man, that song, I had actually recorded that song. I had a solo version to that song that
Okay.
I was gonna that I had done just when I was working on the solo project. And when we started working on the Thug World Order album, I I was digging through the crates and I pulled a song out. I was like, yo, this would be a dope home song.
Okay.
And everybody laid a verse on it. The whole time we thinking like, oh, we ain't gonna never get this damn song clear. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? We gonna never get this clear. You know what I'm saying? But it just so happened the dude that was our manager at the time, this
Hmm.
is crazy, he happened to be friends with Phil Collins' manager.
Oh, okay.
So so he was like, let me reach out to him and see if we can make it happen. So he reached out to him. He was like, yeah, send us a song so we can hear the song. We sent him the song and they came back and was like, yeah, Phil likes the song. He said it's cool if we use the vocals. So we like, what? So we was like, cool. So we got it. We use the song. It's on the
Right.
album. So then we like, let's push our luck some more. Let's see if we can get him for the video. And so we reached out to his manager again, and he came back. He was like, the only way I do the video is if they come to Switzerland. We was like, man, say no more. We be there next week. What's happening?
Okay. And they're gonna
Say no
pass
more.
up that opportunity.
For real. We like say no more. We be there. So man, we went over there to Switzerland, man. Phil came out, kicked it with us the whole day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just set up and kicked it with us, man. The video
Right.
came out crazy and it was a great experience because coming up, my father was a big fan of Phil Collins, so we played his music
Sure.
all the time. So that's how I knew about it. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? That's how I knew about his music. So when I heard that song, I was like, yo, this kind of the cadence of the bone flow. This is dope. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
That's let me ask you, and this is a sidebar question, but it seems like the two biggest hip hop groups, I mean, that took it to the next level were you all, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and Outkast. Like
yeah,
as groups, you guys took the hip hop group. You guys pushed it that nobody else has even taken it to. I mean, I know the Amigos are popping and doing their thing, but because when you guys was out and when Outkast was out as groups, if another group tried, I can't even say group, just hip hop period. You guys were taking all the awards. Outkast was taking all the awards.
yeah, definitely, definitely for sure,
So
definitely, man.
I just wanted you to know I recognize that Bone Thugs and Harmony, Outkast, as far as groups, hip hop groups
Yeah,
go, pushed the envelope to a level that it had never been before.
definitely, definitely facts.
What
So
is the most misconception about being a hip hop or rap artist?
man, did man, I mean, they put all hip hop artists or rap artists in the same category.
Hmm.
I mean, man, they just think all rappers it's just I don't know when you go to clubs, people think all rappers just like to be surrounded by girls and like
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, like stuff like
Yeah.
that. I done had to check a few people a few times. I'm like, look here, man, I want the VIP empty. I don't want nobody in there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So like, and people look at me like I'm crazy. One dude said to me, he was like, "Well, this is what all the rappers like." I'm like, "Bro, I'm not all the rappers." You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I do. Like, I come here to chill and kick back and have a good time.
I'm glad
So,
you.
so
Go ahead.
no, no, no. Go ahead, go ahead.
No, no, I was just gonna say I'm glad you said that because people always they look at what you do and like you said, there's a quote unquote stigma attached to it, far as all
Yeah,
artists, but they don't know who Cray is. They don't even know who you are as a person. That's just that's music is what you do. It's not who you are. So I'm glad you
yeah.
stated that, man.
Yes, indeed, man. Yeah, for real. Sometimes just want to chill, have a couple of drinks, and just relax. For real.
Can you explain to the people, far as like sometimes like with the group Bone Thugs, right? That
Mm.
a lot of times it's not that you guys have fallen out, like like you can't stand each other, or it's just that it's just like the evolution of life. Like as you guys came in at such a young age and began to do, sometimes you grow apart, not so much grow apart as you're not brothers anymore, but your interest starts to
Yeah,
change. Can you talk about that a bit so the people will understand it's not like Bone Thugs and Harmony are broken up, but just people interest change and they trying to pursue new interests.
yeah, man. And that's exactly what it is, man. People grow up, life changes. The world changes, everybody changes. People mentalities change, your goals change, your morals, just everything when you get older. When you're young, you just gung ho, you just out there, you just foot on the pedal.
Right.
Foot on the pedal, we gonna ride or die together, we gonna die together. All that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all that young dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like when you get older, you got a family, you got kids. It's like, look here, man, I gotta go to the house. Okay, I ain't hanging out here with
Right.
y'all niggas all night long. I gotta go to the house. I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and then like just like you said, like you know, we've been in the business for almost 30 years, man. So You know, we're into a lot of different things as
Right.
individual people. You know, it's like we have different businesses and we do this and that, and you know, it's a blessing to still be able to come back out on the road and still do pack house, sold out shows
Sure.
as a group that's been in the game for almost 30 years. So I mean, you know, we just take it like it is. I know fans want to hear new music and see us together all the time, like back in the days, man.
Right.
But they got to
Right.
understand, like, you know, we in the time we in now. You know what I'm saying? These ain't those times. Like we do what we do. If we come together for another project, you know, it'll happen.
See, I'm glad you stated that because a lot of times people always think something is wrong, and it's not that's wrong. Is I tell people in everyday life, you everybody if, and you're supposed to evolve. First of all, that's the first thing. You can't be the same guys that you were when you first started out. Then that means there's no personal growth. So like you said,
Yeah,
when you grow, then you have different interests. You say, hey, that's still my brother. Lazy may say that's still my boy, but I want to try to do something over here. And you be like, yeah, man, I'm with you, I'm support you, but I'm finna do something over here. You know,
exactly.
but it's still
Exactly.
love. And I hate the media sometimes try to come in and then try to, oh, they didn't broke up this, that, and the other. And
Yeah,
one
I mean,
without even talking to y'all, first of all, just to put
yeah,
stuff out.
man. I mean, yeah, you know, but that's what they're there for. You know what I'm saying? To cause confusion and sow all kind of misconceptions into the minds of the people, man. But you know, I mean, it is what it is. It comes with the territory, you know.
Right, right. Um, Talk to me about Truth Talk.
Yes, indeed, man. Truth Talks is my podcast. We talk about the subjects we talk about on there is it's deep, man. You know, like a lot of stuff we talk about, a lot of people don't even know, don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to clear it up that my podcast is not a conspiracy podcast. I am not a conspiracy theorist. You know what I'm saying? I don't, my show is about facts. If facts can't be presented about the issue
Mm-hmm.
that we want to discuss, then we don't discuss it.
Got you.
Bottom line. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So I don't like to speculate. You know,
Mm-hmm.
man, because what I notice about a lot of people, a lot of these conspiracy theorists, man,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they be so caught up in the conspiracy whole thing, man. It
Right.
tends to drive them crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like they be like, but hold on, man, you a little bit too extreme. Like you getting too serious with this. Like calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's like I know some people that that turn into conspiracy theorists now. Now they paranoid. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? It just they ain't how they used to be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's really not that serious because like I tell everybody, man, I'm a firm believer in God,
Right.
and I don't care what these people's agenda is. Their agenda is not stronger or powerful than God's, so I'm not even worried about it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm glad you said that, man. People always. One of the things I say, Craig, is this: is that don't pick and choose when you're gonna believe God. Like if you know
Exactly.
if you know He's all powerful, He's all knowing, and He's undefeated, then
Exactly.
then no matter
Undisputed.
what come our way, right? We on the
Exactly.
winning team, so don't get stressed. Don't get stressed. Like you said,
Exactly.
you can put the information out. And I caught one of your things you were talking about was with the hip hop industry and the coincide with the prison and
Mm-hmm.
and I was feeling it, and I always tell people a lot of times what you don't think is true is actually true. So it's
Yeah.
the very thing that you don't think is true. And so I listen to it. And like you said, you don't put it out there unless you can support, facts with the truth.
Right.
But a show like that is needed, man. And so
Yeah.
I support you, man. You got a fan here. I
Yes,
follow you on
indeed.
Instagram. Um, my final question for you is when you guys first took off, who were you in the beginning of Bone Thugs, at the beginning of your career, and who are you now?
Man, I was the quiet, observant dude. the quiet observant dude that was I was in the studio first and
Okay.
left last. Left
Mm-hmm.
I was the last one to leave. You know what I'm saying? I was the vision and the mind behind the sound and the image of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Just I was just in there like that. Like I was the professor. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So and now it's just like, it's just I mean, it's kind of much the same when it comes to like the recording process and the creative process of Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Mm-hmm.
But in the business aspect, I'm a little more well, I'm gonna say much more vocal
Mm-hmm.
because back then I wasn't really into the business like that. I was just into the
Right.
craft but now it's like, you have to be in the music. I mean, you have to be into the business as
Business.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be. So now I say I'm a little more active. I mean, I'm more active in the business, man, because I have my own businesses aside from Bones, so
Sure.
that helped me to become more active in what's going on with Bones business affairs as well.
Well, man, I appreciate your time and blessing us with your presence, man. And I would love to have you back on the show. And I want to pair you up with the DOC, man.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. That's the homie for sure. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so I'm gonna work on that, man. Maybe we could do some based on your schedule, some try to hook it up somewhere like around July, August. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And try to
Yeah.
get have both of y'all on there and just kind of see the from both of you guys' perspective, just music, life, just different things. I'll come up with some type of topic, man. But
Okay.
I love to
Yeah,
bring you on, so I'm gonna work on that.
man, for sure. I'm with it.
All
For
right. Well,
sure.
once again, man, stay safe and stay blessed out there, man.
Man, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Just want to tell all the fans, make sure y'all go get that Lisa Legend album, man. Available on all streams. Go get it. You're gonna love it. Trust
Oh, before I let
me.
you
Yeah.
go, where can everybody follow you at, man? Put all
Man,
your platforms out there.
y'all can follow me on Instagram at crazy_bone, on Twitter, I am Crazy Bone, Facebook, Cray Jack your boss. And man, yeah.
And
Wherever you see me.
let's get a quick shout. I told her I'd get a quick shout out to Bernadette, man, for making this happen. So I told her I'd make sure
Shout
I
out,
shout her out.
yeah, shout out Bernadette for sure. My assistant, all love for sure.
Peace out, man. Love you.
All love. Yep.